So, we were sitting around the Faced office, balls deep in culturally cinematic criticism. Like, why did Martin Scorsese pick the frumpiest Indians available for his bloated epic Killers of the Flower Moon? And what, in the name of all that's holy, are the actual rules of the Squid Game in the Squid Game? Things were getting heated when Jalen, our non-binary Gen Z intern, reminded us that we are contractually obligated to give him one episode to share the post-millennial insights on film and culture. So here we go. It's time for a very special millennial episode of Faced, or 3 Reasons Stanley Kubrick Sucks. Okay, Jalen, this better be good, because we've killed men for less. Number 1, Kubrick couldn't cast star leads. Okay, Jalen might have a point with this one. That is, if you don't count Eyes Wide Shut, his Kirk Douglas historical epics, or his black satirical critiques with Peter Sellers. When Kubrick had full producer control, he did seem challenged, at least with some of his leads. Can you name one actor from 2001? The main character in Stephen King's adaptation of his book, The Shining, isn't Jack Nicholson's Jack. It's unknown child actor Danny Lloyd's Danny. A Clockwork Orange starred Malcolm McDowell, but this was his first role. His name had no international pool outside of England. Even more puzzling, Kubrick had the entire Brat Pack to pick from and pull in crowds for Full Metal Jacket, but he casts Matthew Modine and Arliss Howard.
Do you suck dicks?
And it's painful, but even we can't ignore the master's only true cinematic screw-up. Barry Lyndon. Ugh. Why did he cast Ryan, oh God, O'Neal? He's possibly the worst actor the 70s ever produced. Sure, Kubrick gets star-winning performances out of all of his actors. That's proof of his directorial talent. But when he was in the producer's chair, he sure didn't bank his leads for their overwhelming movie magic star power. Number 2, no dream sequences. Oh, Jalen. How many times do we have to say that dream sequences are for first-year film students, third-rate directors and screenwriters, and cheesy Euro prawn? Who needs clunky dream sequences when you have the sheer insanity of the Kubrick stare? Who needs nightmares when Kubrick found a way to stare into madness? And coming in last, but not least, number 3, no director's cut. Maybe another valid point, but we're in a current cultural cinematic era where even the Fast and the Furious has a director's cut. Not Kubrick. And doubtless there's some underground vault somewhere with the lost Ark alien bodies and Stanley Kubrick's cinematic gold. Definitely exists. Kubrick was notorious for his multiple takes and rewrites. His multiple takes torturing of Shelley Duvall in The Shining alone are the stuff of Hollywood legend. Eyes Wide Shut is not only known for its multiple retakes of scene after scene, but its entire recasting. Harvey Keitel was completely cut from the film and recast. Hey, at Faced, we'd be the first ones to get our hands on any of Kubrick's outtakes.
Can you do it with your head down? Yeah. Well, that's not bad. Do that.
Are you listening, Criterion? Until then, let's give the artist his due. Da Vinci had his Mona Lisa smile, and Stanley Kubrick gave us unparalleled cinematic genius in only 24 frames per second. Alright, let's get this over with and face it off for you youngsters. Hans! Stanley can't cast for leads. Stanley doesn't waste time for dream sequences. Stanley doesn't deliver director's cuts. Rose! The number 1 rule of faced indie filmmaking. Stanley Kubrick is God. No more discussion. No more arguments. Now, Jalen, leave the film criticism to the professionals. Get us some coffee. Get faced and let's give him some credit for every masterpiece he created.